Good morning, Holy Trinity Community Church. It's Pastor Brice, and wanted to connect with everybody this morning, particularly today, which is the 17th anniversary of the attack on the World Trade Towers, the Pentagon, and also the plane that went down over Pennsylvania. It was 17 years ago this morning, this hour, when so many lives were lost. I remember standing in the kitchen of a coworker. We were getting ready to leave on a business trip together. She and I traveled quite a bit, and we were getting ready to get on the road on September 11th, 2001. And I remember standing in her kitchen and watching the TV coverage of the horrific attacks on our country. And I couldn't help but think in that moment, what if I had been on one of those planes? And if I had been on one of those planes, would I have come to the end of my life feeling like I had done everything that God called me to do here in this life? And after thinking about that question for many months, I decided that I wanted to do more. I wanted to devote my life to service and be in ministry. And so I quit my job a couple months later, and that following January I enrolled in seminary and began the process of becoming ordained within the United Church of Christ. I mention all this today specifically because at some point in our lives, we make a decision. We define our relationship with God. We define who we are as God's creation. And sometimes in that defining, we decide that there's more for us, that this life holds the possibilities to make great change, to bring great healing into people's lives. Now, everybody doesn't have to go into ministry in order to do that, because the reality of being a follower of Jesus is that relationship with Jesus defines who we are with other people. Let me say that again. When we define our relationship with Jesus, it defines our relationship with other people. And so we've engaged this series over the next 6 weeks. Are you a fan or a follower? And if you were in worship on Sunday, we drew the distinctions between what is a fan and what is a follower, what is an admirer of Jesus, and what is a true seeker to follow the way of Jesus. And so I hope that you will continue to prepare yourselves for our conversations over the next 6 weeks. Additionally, we've got small groups that are meeting this week. We've got 2 groups on Wednesday in Antioch and Priest Lake, and then on Thursday we've got one in West Nashville right at the church. These are all starting around 6:30, and I hope that you will continue to engage this conversation by attending one of our small groups. And so if you want more information about those small group locations and get you in touch with our small group leaders, then please reach out to me and send us an email, and we will connect you to those folks. So this Wednesday and Thursday, as we continue this conversation, what does it mean to be a fan or a follower of Jesus? Friends, as you take some time today to think about the events of 9/11, remember where you were in those moments. Remember what you thought about. Remember what happened afterward. Remember the changes that you possibly made in your life. Because it's not too late to change. It's not too late to evolve. It's not too late to seek deeper understanding in relationship to God and becoming a follower of Jesus. So I hope you will take this day to think seriously about your relationship with God, your relationship with Jesus, and what does it mean for you to be truly a follower and not just a fan. We'll see you on Sunday.